It was winter of 2022, and I was living the saddest life you can think about. Like, yeah, thankfully there weren't any crises going around my house, like a famine, like a disease spreading, or droughts, for example. No, it was just that my life used to suck. And here's how it went, almost every single day. I woke up at around 7 a.m., barely 5 minutes before we left the house to go to school, and so that our dad could go to work. Our dad who used to wake us up, he used to tell us, "Come on, froggies, get out of the bed, it's time for school." And that was exactly what I was hearing every single day for like 5 years straight. I would go to the toilet, basically being half awake. I would dress myself in clothes that I didn't even pick myself. I didn't brush my teeth. I didn't groom my hair. I didn't wash my face so that I didn't have those yellow bullshit on it. I wasn't taking any deodorant, anything that would make me smell nicer. And every single day at 7:10 a.m., we would leave the house and head to school. And me, barely being awake and making it to school, I wouldn't say hi to anyone. I didn't shake hands with anyone. I never said hi to my female classmates. All I did was just sit down and sit there for hours on end until they actually let us home. And during those 5 hours or so, I would just think about life. Was this really the life that I wanted to live? I had nothing to work on. All I do is just watch YouTube videos about Minecraft. I play Hypixel Skyblock for 3 hours every single day, and it's not paying off. It's not fulfilling. And I also watch bullshit content on YouTube also. I just watch whatever bullshit anime clips that come up on my homepage, and then I later masturbate on them. Bro, this isn't the life that I want to live. Surely, there has to be a way out. To say that I wanted to escape this cycle and actually succeed in life as a man was an understatement. And one day during this period of winter 2022 and spring 2023, we were writing this chemistry exam, which I really studied for. And this was the first chemistry exam that I really tried on. I tried to memorize all of the Latin names of the elements in the periodic table, and we were supposed to convert the chemical structures to their names and back. And I really needed a good mark from this, so the first time I actually really tried. And then when the results came, I got an F. And I was like, bro, I already have a B and a D on there. What am I gonna get on my report card? Don't worry, I later ended up saving it. I got a B in the end, but that's a side note. What mattered was the disappointment. My mental health was so shit that I wasn't even trying in life. I was just surviving it. I wasn't even living it. And plus, school wasn't for me in the first place. I felt it ever since I was like a third grader. I wanted more from life. I formed this new desire of making money online, and I wanted to fulfill it. I wanted to become a stronger, more stoic, and a more masculine man. But where would I even start? Luckily, I wouldn't have to wait for long. Because around early June of 2023, one really good self-improvement YouTuber started to blow up, and he lit my soul with motivation to become the best version of myself. And this lit a fire behind my ass. His incredible speech convinced me to get back onto self-improvement, but this time, do it properly. And so that's exactly what I did. And so after doing some research, and after more than 10 months of implementation, I can say that I found the 3 most important good habits that every man should start doing. And let me tell you, bro, now I wake up every single day at 5 a.m. But not because I'm trying to, discipline myself. That was already done a long time ago. But this time I just do it for fun, for the sake of my morning routine, which I'm really excited for every single day. I get to exercise, meditate, gratitude journal, so that I have a positive mind, for the entire day. When I go to school, I instantly fill up my water bottles, and by the time that I actually get to the car to go to school, I am already sharp awake. I am hyper focused, and I'm ready to take on the day. And back then, when I got that F from that chemistry exam, I almost broke down in the class, in front of all of my classmates. Like I literally wanted to cry from the disappointment. That's how shit my mental health was. But guess what? I have now leveled up my discipline so fucking much that around 1 month ago, we had a homework that our chemistry teacher gave us. And bro, let me tell you, I didn't want to do it at all. Like when I saw it, the first thing that came up to my mind was, bro, I've got a video to record. Oh, this is gonna take like 10 minutes. Whatever. And so I just did it anyway. I spent like 15 minutes on it. It wasn't necessarily hard, but it was just that I just didn't get it. So it took a while for me to actually understand it. And then when I actually did it myself, I looked at the answers in the back of the book to make sure that I had it right. And then the next day, oh boy, when the teacher was checking our homework, I was literally, besides like 2 other people, out of all of our 27 classmates, I was one of the only 3 that had the homework. And guess what? We had 2 chemistry lessons in that same day. And when she found out on the first lesson that we didn't have the homework, well, most of us didn't, she said that, you better revise for it. You never know. And then on the second chemistry lesson, she came in and started to give us the papers. She was giving us a 5-minute exam. And you see, I sit in my class basically in the middle row, all the way in the front. So I was prepared to get the exam paper at first. But then she passed one of my female classmates who also had the homework. And the teacher didn't give her the exam paper. And then she gave the exam paper to one of the people behind me. And then she just passed me without giving me the paper. And then, after the second chemistry lesson was done and the break started, I got a notification that I got a free A. Just because I did that homework. Well, granted, she induced me to, on the first chemistry lesson to actually prove that I had the homework. She basically gave me a few exercises, like 2 of them, it was not much, to basically prove that I actually did the homework. She checked my notebook too, but she wanted to know if I actually knew what it was all about, which I did know. But what mattered most was that I got a free A, just because I was disciplined enough. There's a reason why the banner of this YouTube channel is called Mental Health is the Key. Because without a good mental health, you won't be motivated to improve your life. You will literally remain stuck to your current situation. And guess what? Your classmates, the ones who yell when they get killed in Brawl Stars, the ones who literally take snooze, go out partying at the weekends, take drugs, drink alcohol, they scroll on YouTube shorts for like 2 hours every single day, and that's just the time alone that you see them in their class, scrolling on social media. And guess fucking what? If you retarded monkey, if you don't improve yourself, you will become the 6th one. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, if those 5 people are your classmates, then you will end up like them. This brainless loser who is aggressive, who cannot control his emotions. Everyone will make fun of you. No one will respect you. And guess fucking what? If they had the opportunity to marry your future wife, the godly 10 out of 10 woman that you seek, that you so desire, they won't hesitate a single fucking second if they had the option of taking her away from you. If they literally had a button to basically take financial, location and time freedom, like in the same business model that you guys take part in. Like let's say both of you have a YouTube channel. They wouldn't hesitate to press that button and take all of your success for themselves. That right there is the nature of men. It is the competition. And this can either make you or break you. You need to improve your mental health. And the way that you do this, the way that you reframe your mind for success, the way that you actually succeed and get the long-term gratification, the way you keep those horny motherfuckers away from your future wife, is to improve yourself in these 3 great habits that every man should start doing. But first let me congratulate you, bro. If you're still watching this video 10 minutes in, then let me tell you, you have way more potential than you think you have. And let me tell you, if you continue like this, you will definitely surpass your classmates. Like sure, they might have a little bit nicer biceps than you right now, but think about it. 15 years down the line, they will be fucking suicidal. They will have literally diseases that they don't even know that exist right now, because they go out partying at the weekends. And you're not like that. You're here watching videos like these, educating yourself and implementing the knowledge, hopefully. As I already said, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So if you want me to become part of the 5 people, if you literally want a strong brother by your side, who will constantly lift you up, who will give you life advice, who will literally light a fire behind your ass to start going and becoming the best version of yourself, then please join our clan in the description. It is a powerful Discord server where you can get closer access to me and with other people who have the same values as you. And you can leave these dickheads in the dust. Oh, it's okay, just enjoy your teens and your 20s. It's okay, you don't really have to try. Look, I tried affiliate marketing for like 3 months and it didn't work. Look, I'm still going to the gym like 6 months in and look at the progress. I didn't make anything. It's bullshit. Just settle for a mediocre life. Bitch! And yet you're over here. You have literally no focus, no discipline, no stoicism, and no gratitude. And yet you're suicidal. You cannot sit down and do the work. And yet you say pathetic shit like this? This right here is the main difference between us and them. What 99% of people lack on self-improvement, and on earth in general, to become stronger men, and even women, if they are really masculine, is these 3 healthy habits that everyone should start implementing. Number 1, stoicism. Basically, anytime that something happens to you, whether it's a mistake, an awkward moment, a traumatic experience for example, you always slow down before the anger takes over you, and you examine the situation and determine what life lesson can you get from it, so that you can prevent it in the future. It is the skill of solving situations and acquiring life lessons that will benefit you greatly in the future. Then there is the gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling basically forces your mind to come up with positive thoughts. Like basically, you can write like, I'm grateful for X because of Y. I'm grateful for clouds because they cover up the sun because it is way too hot in the summer. I am grateful for trains because they safely transport me home. Basically anything that makes your life easier, you're grateful for it. And you manually write it down in a phone's app, for example, or in real life in a notebook with a pen. But what matters most is that you're being grateful and you're manually forcing your mind to be grateful also. And naturally over time, you will subconsciously start to think like this. Like for example, you will look at a corrupt politician in your home country and you will think to yourself, I'm glad that you're in power, because otherwise I wouldn't be going through hard times right now. I wouldn't be growing as strong. Or for example, if you were involved in a car crash and you broke your leg for example, then you can be grateful for that and say that I now value my legs because of you. Thank you. And I am more motivated to become a better driver. So that's why I'm grateful for you. And lastly, in number 3, there's discipline. You see, discipline is the act of doing something that you don't feel like doing. Basically, if you have anything that you have to do, like homework, for example, like I gave you in the story in the beginning, or business work, like I don't feel like making this video, and yet here I am, 15 minutes in, still recording it. Or if it's work in general, discipline is the skill that makes you do it when you don't feel like doing it, like at all. So remember, Stoicism gives you valuable life knowledge and life lessons from the mistakes that have happened in the past, from the traumatic experiences, and from the awkward moments. Like, for example, you farted in class and everybody laughed at you, and so you think about how you can prevent it in the future. Then there's gratitude, which just makes you a more positive thinker in general. And then there's discipline, which makes you do the hardest tasks when you don't feel like doing them at all. Okay? We don't really have time to expand on these three in this video, so I suggest that you go research them in your free time. And whilst you're at it, why don't you research the topic of purpose also, which is also another powerful manly virtue. And by the way, bro, do you know what is interesting? By this point, like 90% of the people that originally started watching this video have already clicked off. And so by watching this video all the way through, I believe that you can get into the top of 1% of men, and that you can beat these horny motherfuckers and keep them away from your future wife, keep them away from your financial goals, keep them away from other powerful men who will be great value to you. I believe that you have the focus. I believe that you can discipline yourself enough to improve in these three good habits. And I do believe that you can become the best version of yourself. And so as a last tip for making it this far into the video, because I know that you have the attention span for it, unlike your classmates and other people your age, who just rely on instant dopamine hits from like YouTube shorts or some bullshit like that to gain any gratification from real life. Let me tell you, by far the greatest sources of knowledge where you can get information from about these three habits, for example, or about any other topics of self-improvement, like for example leadership, communication, manliness, money, for example, is to read books and watch long-form educational videos, like podcasts, for example. I know that you have a great attention span for them, and if you're still watching this video, then I do believe that you will greatly appreciate them. Because if that dumbass who clicked off this video like 5 seconds in heard that he needs to read books and listen to podcasts, he would just say, bro, this is cliche as fuck. But I know that you'll appreciate it, because you no longer want to disappoint yourself. You want to fix your attention span, so that you can focus on what is actually important in life, okay? So from now on, when you go and research something, go read books and watch long-form educational videos on YouTube. That should be your first choice. You can comment on which part of the video you liked the most. You can subscribe if you like the video, and other bullshit like that. Join the clan in the description and become a part of the family. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you.